All right, guys, we are back once again at Honglim base. So this spot has been through a lot of nerfs, buffs, and changes over the past couple of years. And so today in the patch, they actually made this spot easier and supposedly back to normal. So that's what we're going to be testing today. I'm not going to do a full hour. I'm just going to do like a 15-minute test with one harmony or equivalent. And one thing I wanted to change this time is I know that I'm a little bit over geared for this spot, and admittedly, there's really no reason for me to be here. Honglim base is 950 effective. So what I'm going to do is try to match that number as close to effective as I can. And so with that said, what I'm going to do is, try to see how close to like the entry level or what you should be grinding here with, and see what we could do. All right, so let's see, how much does this drop us? Dude, that was really only like 100 drop. We're gonna have to grind in some like life skill crystals if that's not. Okay, well, we're still at 1400, so we need weapons. Just take that off. That's I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. Admittedly, most of the artifacts I have are mostly just it's not really about the monster damage, it's more about the special. What else could we try? Same with this one. Here, how about this? Instead of a Vel, we are going to use one of these things. So yep, life skill crystals. I'm gonna use that and this thingy. All right, so in theory, this is what you should be at according to the game, and 950 effective. I'm at 967. This is about as close as I can get without, taking off too much. But anyway. Oh yeah, I'm also not using any food, no buffs, or these are all life skill from before. But anyway, this is what it is, and let's do about 15 minutes, I guess, whenever my life skill buffs run out. So, with that said, our goal is just to see the clear speed, not so much the trash loot itself, and see what people could be doing normally. Sentries detected. And I know my DP is higher than normal, but realistically, the goal is to just not get hit anyway, so. Actually, this honestly does feel a lot faster than before, even with barely meeting it. Also, we're not using Agris. The spot should be really good with Agris. I just need to use it on other things. So you can just multiply this directly. And mostly this test was all about, is this spot fast again? Will it be the norm for everyone who enjoyed Honglim before? And so far, it does feel like it. Like, I heard people say that's back to normal, more or less. 983. So like basically what I'm giving up is I'm giving up a little bit more than just AP, because if you're full buffed with everything, you get attack, cast speed, and everything. So that's actually really helpful. So if you're over the cap, more defenses and attack, cast speed, believe it or not, means a lot. I was hoping they would group up a little bit easier. So this is what people feel like when they're grinding Honglim, and you know, not supposed to be like 330 AP here. Actually, what is my AP here? 315. That seems kind of high. You know how this spot is recommended like 270? Hold on, I gotta see this one after. If we get a little bit of downtime during the Gumiho. That's the boss. I was like, wait, why isn't it dying? Okay, so we get one. Oh, after the first flame, things should be a lot easier. Okay, so what is this spot supposed to be? Honglim. Yeah, this spot, they recommend 270 here to be effective. Which I think is actually doable. Like, 270 with good crystals is the equivalent of me doing this at 315 with no like life skill crystals and no necklace apparently. So yeah, honestly, this feels faster, and I have videos to compare it to. So if you want to watch the previous video that I did, I'll leave a link in the description if you're curious. But yeah, overall, seems pretty good. I think the boss should be every 3-ish minutes. Ooh, an emblem. Oh, by the way, I made a video about that earlier today, or I guess whenever you see this one, it's recent. Talking about the best items to get with all the emblems and what you should get first. And also the best ways to get it, which would probably be fishing or grinding. And definitely not gathering, because I got like 20 in about an hour and a half. While gathering, and I got lucky with the 10 proc, so I think gathering is unironically pretty bad for getting those emblems. Downtime. I never thought I'd see myself grinding in life skill buffs, life skill crystals, no necklace, no Vel's heart, just to do a small test for you guys. So I guess we'll just do it until... Wait, that's probably a... Okay, so this should be flame number 2. So basically, the trash comes from this bandit boss. If you use Agris, it multiplies pretty... Like, it scales pretty highly. So that's where the variance of trash loot comes from. Like, if you high roll the boss loot, versus if you low roll it with Agris. So next time you grind here, that's something you could test as well. That thing wasn't attackable. Hold on. So we'll basically just go until my life skill draft goes out, or we get the Gumiho fight, and then that's it. We'll calculate all the totals, I guess, for a 15-minute burst. I feel like Awakening Dark Knight probably does significantly better here. Just AoE radius. So I guess I could test something afterwards. Once we get the Gumiho, I'm gonna swap to my tag, and then we'll do a little bit of a comparison. Granted, that one's gonna be a little bit different. Another emblem. Alright, so we should get a boss soon, and that should give us a third flame. Alright, there it is. Ooh. Nice. Alright, cool. If we swap to our tag, does the Gumiho disappear? We'll find out. This is my first time actually playing Awakening Wusa. Like, I have pretty good knowledge of Succession, but I've never played Awakening before just because it wasn't as good on release. It seems kind of fun though. Like, classes with big AoEs are just always exciting. But yeah, I used to play Succession Wusa back in the day, but then it's my first time ever trying out Awakening. Heard it's a little bit better than Succession, but well, wait, pause. What is the Wusa 200? Blade Fall or wait. Sahi. Shift R and B. It's not locked. Did I lock it? It's not locked. Wait, is it? What does that do? Dude, that is the longest animation. It looks cool. But oh my god, that is the longest animation I've ever seen. Just get grabbed out of it. But But yeah, okay, so I guess if you play a class with bigger AoEs, this probably feels a lot easier. But overall, I think this was a good test of, is it better than before? All right, anyway, with that said, thanks so much for watching. Is it better? I think it's a little bit better, actually. It felt like things died quicker. And I'll leave a link in the description to the video that I did previously comparing the speed test of everything. And yeah, okay. So for all of you who like Honglim, try it again. Let me know what you think, and how much trash loot do you get an hour now, with or without Agris and all that stuff. But yeah, see you guys later. Have a fantastic day. Peace.